Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Russ and I drive my 2024 Subaru Forester Sport here. On this channel, I tell you what it's like to live this car day to day. And in this video, let's talk about the sport trim. Is it really sporty or it's more of a gimmick? Well, let's try to find out together. So on one hand, does the sport trim have the power upgrade? No. Does it have the turbo? Absolutely not. But then why is it called a sport trim? Let's see. So the first thing that comes to mind that makes this car a little bit more sporty is the fact that it does have the flappy pedal gears, and honestly I could care less for them, and these days it's not really something that's super rare or surprising. I mean, Honda Odyssey minivan has them. The sport trim also has these two modes. One is called I, stands for intelligent, and the other one stands for sport. In the manual they call it sport sharp, so you get the idea. As you saw from the graph here, basically it makes the acceleration feel sharper and basically makes the car louder. If you're doing 1000 RPM, for example, the moment you switch it into the sport, it's going to shoot it up to 2000 without even you pressing the throttle. So yeah, that's the second thing that makes the sport sportier. Then of course you have the whole appearance package. I counted just now 8 badges in total that say sport. 4 on the doors, 2 on the seats, that's 6, 1 on the back, that's 7, and 1 right here in the instrument panel, so that's 8. So these are your go faster sport badges. You have 8 of them to go faster, and of course it has the love it or hate it orange cladding everywhere in the front and the sides, in the back, and on the roof rails. Personally, I think it looks okay with certain colors, like mine, for example. I like it, white and orange. I think it goes well together. Some colors makes no sense to me at all. Sorry if you have that color, but blue and orange to me is just, no, not a fan. Silver and orange looks pretty good, so you get the idea. Also, on the outside, you have the 18-inch wheels, and basically they're black. The Premium had the 17-inch silver wheels, and the Sport has 18-inch black wheels. So that's another little upgrade that makes the car feel sportier, I guess. Then if you look around, you have all this orange stitching all around, which actually I think looks pretty good, and the quality of the interior was always basically something I praised the Subaru Forester for. So here it looks very nicely done. Everything looks very premium, basically. That's what I would call it. And yeah, that's another thing that you have here. Orange everywhere. You have the orange seats with the sport tabs on the sides. You have basically orange throughout the cabin. And I do like the fact that they reduced the amount of orange, because prior to the 2022 remodel, this vent that looks like the back of WRX from the past, it was orange. The front panel here was orange as well, which is too much orange, so they kind of like took it down a notch, so now it looks more classy and appropriate, I think. Another thing that the Sport has is the LED fog lights, but most importantly, it has the dual mode X mode. Basically, if you look at the Premium, for example, it has the X mode, sure, with hill descent, yes, but it only has the function to turn it on or off. Here you have basically the X mode that has snow dirt mode of hill descent, and it has deep snow mud also of hill descent, which is very nice because, like I said, the Premium only has the regular one setting X mode. Also, finally, another thing, and you'll be surprised that this is the reason why I got the Sport in the first place, is nothing to do with the color or the black wheels or the X mode. I actually got it because I wanted my Subaru Forester to have the blind spot monitor. And if you're looking at the Premium for 2024, you had to get the optional package 15, which was like $1,600, something like that, here in my market in Brooklyn. And that would give you the optional package 15 would give you the blind spot monitor. But the Subaru Forester Sport, the Sport trim, already came standard with the blind spot monitor. So to me, that was no brainer. I'm like, okay, let's get this. And the price wise, they were like maybe $600 more, the Sport compared to the Premium, and that was just no brainer. So in the end then, does the Subaru Forester Sport actually deserve to be called the Sport? Yes, obviously, for the most part, it's an appearance package. Yes, you do have the orange cladding, you have a million sport badges, you have black wheels, You actually do have, I forgot to mention, the stainless steel exhaust tip that you cannot find in the premium, but this one actually has it. And of course, the interior looks very sporty indeed, with all those orange accents. I mean, look at the steering wheel, look at all the seats, and orange stitching is all around you. All of that definitely gives you that sporty feel, but all of it, yes, falls under the appearance package only. But then it's not so simple because you also have the flappy pedal gearbox. Yes, it's a total gimmick, but still it's sort of functional and you could sort of play around with it if you want. And what's most important, you have dual X mode as well as the sport mode button. And I think you would agree that these things go above just the appearance package, because one could argue that these elements could change the overall experience and feel of the entire car. So here I am at the end of this video. I have laid out all the things that make the Subaru Forester Sport sportier than the other trims. And still, I can't decide for myself if this car actually deserves to have the sport badge. I mean, yeah, some will laugh it off and say that's just an appearance package of all those sport badges everywhere. It looks ridiculous. I get it. But as I said, it's not just the appearance package. You have the flappy pedal gearbox, you have the dual function X mode, you have the S mode. So all those things can make it sort of feel more sporty. And in that sense, I think it does deserve the sport badge. So in the end, let me know what you think and let me know which trim of the Subaru Forester you're driving. Thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to like and subscribe and see you in the next video. Take care.